YouTube, what is good? We're back and we are doing the trade recap. So, this is the trade that I took on the 29th of May 2026. Today isn't that day. I've had a bit of a busy weekend, so I've just not had a chance. Basically, I've had to wake up early Monday morning to get this done because I promised myself that I would recap every single trade. I am going to stick to that and I am going to do that. So, here we are. We're up early and we're going to recap. So I do apologise in the delay in getting this done. Just yeah, like I said, just had quite a bit on since Friday night, and I've been meaning to do it, but I've just delayed it a little bit myself, and also been busy. So anyway, we're here. We're recapping it. We're going to go through it. So we took a loss, $1,527 through the three accounts. So it wasn't a bad loss at all. Now, coming into session, I only wanted to take longs. As you can see here, during Asia session, we respected this bullish gap. We'd obviously made quite a big move up, so we'd had that retrace. London session, similar thing. We respected this gap here. So I wanted just to see a continuation through that, move back up. Obviously, we created a new all-time high here. So I wanted to see a bit of a retrace and then an extension back up to the upside. So I'm going to try and get through this trade fairly quickly. I just want to cover everything I want to cover. And then we're going to move on and go through, hopefully, the new week. As in, I'll get this trade done, and then this week will be back to normal in terms of getting things up the same day. So what did I say? So we made this new highs. This is extension up here. Now, I wanted to see a retrace. Now, originally, obviously, I wouldn't have wanted price to go any lower than this low, than this fair value gap here, just because I wanted it to respect that level. It didn't. We ended up inversing that. I didn't want to look at short, so for me, I was looking at not trading at this point. I didn't really like it, but then we came down and we inversed, not inversed. We respected this gap here. Now we'd swept this low out. We'd respected that gap, and I believe on the 15-minute, we were still respecting. Yeah, we were still respecting this 15-minute gap here. So to me, we were still in. Oh, still not right. There we go. We were still respecting that 15-minute gap. So we were still, in bullish order flow. We just had this retrace, and I quite liked what I was seeing. We moved down. We'd, gone down into that 5-minute gap. And originally at the start of the day, that is the gap I wanted before we made this big move up. Like when we were making this move up, I wanted it to retrace into this gap, and then I could obviously take that earlier. When these gaps started opening up, I marked out this level here. Ideally, I wanted price to retrace into there, just purely because then we would have had equilibrium as well as that gap. As you can see, yeah, so equilibrium would have been there. That fair value gap would have been there. So that would have been looking quite nice. So we didn't, but we ended up moving down here. We respected that 15-minute gap, we respected the 5-minute gap, and then we started to make an extension up. So I moved to the 1 minute straight away, and I just looked for entry. I thought it was going to move back up quite fluently, and here we go. So what I had marked out, I wanted price to inverse this gap here, this 1 minute gap. As you can see, we did that, and as soon as we closed on this candle, I entered long, and I targeted those all-time highs again. So I just thought we are going to move quite fluently past it. Now, this red mark here, I wanted to move stops to break even quite quickly. So I don't think it was the 5. Let me just double check. No, I believe it was the 3. I thought it was. Yeah, so this 3-minute high here, I wanted price to break structure back to the upside just because we had this obviously fair value gap above it. There was quite a bit where price maybe could have reversed lower off of. We didn't sweep that level anyway, but I wanted price to close past that on the 3-minute at this point it was looking promising, but then it just moved back down, reversed quite quickly on just on one candle. I'll see if you can see on the 1 minute. I'll show you. Yeah, look, there you go. So I think this was the closure of that 3 minute there. So we're literally looking really good to inverse this gap, and then we just move straight back down and rally towards my stop loss. So stop loss was at this low here. It was pretty much 500 across the accounts. Actually, I think one was 600, and then the others were just below or something like that. But it wasn't a bad loss at all. I was happy with my risk. I was happy with the trade. It wasn't. I probably would say it wasn't like an A plus setup for me. It was probably more like a B or something like that. But it wasn't a trade that I'm looking back at and I'm regretful on. We respected this level here. We respected 15-minute bullish order flow. The trend going into the day was bullish. My entry was fine on this inverse fair value gap. My risk was good. It's just one of the days where price didn't go away, and we still ended the week up, so that was a good thing. Now, obviously, I'll show you this. So there's the amount that we lost on the day. You can see for the week we're obviously up as well, and the month we're up $13,306, which is the main thing to focus on. So not a bad month at all. And yeah, we're going to go again this month. So today is the 1st of June. So complete fresh start, fresh canvas to work from, new goals to set, new goals to hit, and we're going to hopefully make a positive start today. Yeah, so that's that. Is there anything else I want to cover? Let me quickly have a look. No, I think that's it. I think we're going to keep it short and sharp today. So yeah, overall, good month, good week. We had 2 break-even days and 1 win and then 1 loss. We end the week up, and ultimately the month of May was a good one. So there we are. That's the trade recap for Friday the 29th. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. See you in a bit.